know what the most libertarian industry in America is right now? The one industry that shows the real free market. It's not crypto. It's not Uber. It's music. And artists hate it. Every year, like clockwork, artists log into social media and scream that Spotify is rigged, Apple Music is rigged, the Grammys are corrupt, the algorithm is biased, the playlists are gatekeeping. And yet somehow, in a miraculous coincidence, everyone deserves more streams than they're actually getting. It's like a Lake Wobegon musical. Everyone is above average, and I'm over here sitting like, dude, that is the free market. So let's rewind to the good old days, back in the late 20th century when the music industry had real gatekeepers, record executives, radio programmers, a handful of guys in suits deciding what America was allowed to hear, mostly cocaine, power ballads, and whatever sounded good in a Corvette. You didn't get discovered because the people loved you. You got discovered because some executive said, yeah, that'll sell in Ohio. That wasn't the free market. That was permission. And artists hated that system. They said it crushed creativity. They said it locked out real talent. They said it was corrupt and unfair. So technology shows up and says, cool, no more gatekeepers. Anyone can upload, infinite shelf space, no executive approval, no radio monopoly, total freedom. And now artists are furious because it turns out when you remove the gatekeepers, you don't remove the rejection. You just outsource it to the public. The gates didn't disappear. It just moved from the front door to the skip button. And here's the number that nobody wants tattooed on their forearm. Roughly 95% of artists on streaming platforms get almost no meaningful listens. Not because they were silenced, not because they were censored, but because, brace yourself, people heard it and went, eh. That's not exploitation. That's just demand in response to the supply. And here's where people start to lose their ever-loving minds. They cry, but my music is good. Cool. So is a lot of food that nobody orders twice. Newsflash, talent isn't a market signal. Demand is. The free market does not promise fairness, recognition, validation, a career, or a blue check mark with a record deal. It promises you one thing, and one thing only. You get to try, without permission. That's the deal, the whole deal. No refunds. Now let's talk about the Grammys, because this is where the hypocrisy reaches DEFCON 1. The Grammys are not the free market. They are a cartel, a legacy prestige ritual, an industry-approved participation trophy for adults. The Grammys exist solely to clean up the mess that the market creates. So when artists say, I didn't get the streams, but I deserved a Grammy, what they're really saying is, I hate the gatekeepers unless they like me. You don't want freedom. You want a manager with better taste. This is libertarianism in real life, not in a textbook. No one stopped you from entering the market. No one banned your work. No one told you that you weren't allowed. The market listened and shrugged. That's not oppression. That's honesty. Do you have the right to speak? Yes. Do you have the right to upload your music? Yes. Do you have the right to attention? Absolutely not. A free market is a town square, not a throne. You can stand on the box. You can shout. You can sing your heart out. You can, creatively, light yourself on fire. But nobody owes you applause. And look, I get the anger. I'm running as an alternate party candidate for a political seat that I will probably lose. Believe me, I understand the anger. But artists were raised in a system that confused permission with worth. And for decades, success meant someone important chose me. Now success means enough strangers didn't skip. And that's terrifying because you can't argue with it. So yes, you can call a record exec corrupt, but you can't debate a million people pressing next. I think this is why the people secretly miss gatekeepers. Gatekeepers gave you someone to blame. The free market just holds up a mirror and says, this is what the people chose. So no, the free market didn't silence you. It didn't censor you. It didn't oppress you. It just stopped lying to you. And if that makes you angry or uncomfortable, good, because the freedom is not supposed to feel warm and cozy. It's supposed to feel real. So if this pissed you off, good, that means you're thinking. If you agree, hit like and share it with someone who still thinks Spotify owes them a career. If you disagree, drop your take in the comments, but bring an actual argument, not just vibes. And if you want more rants that make everyone mad for the right reasons, follow me, because comfort is overrated. Look, I'm not saying that the free market is kind. I'm saying that it's honest. And that is a trade that a free society has to be willing to make.